Hello there folks, today I give you my first impression on the game called Brew. It's published by Dice Hate Me Games and the designer is Ben Russett. So this is a crunchy Euro game about producing a beer and then selling it as well, but the main point of the game is not really selling. You want to sell the beer in order to get the money, in order to evolve in the game and not get into loans and, you know, go further. And you kind of build up the engine in this game. So the cool thing is that it's a worker placement where there are two different worker placement phases. One is all about the market where you are getting all the different goods. It's like a more traditional worker placement. And the other one uses other workers who produce the beer for you, or advanced technology, or build more different rooms into your factory, which is really nice. You can customize your factory there, kind of like Agricola Caverna thing as well. So eventually it's all about maximizing your actions and resources in order to do more and more and more and not get too much into loans. Because you know, the thing is that the money here is also tight. If you upgrade something, if you get something extra, you pay money for that. I really like the special workers. These are like basically those cards where you have those abilities and they give you some bonus. And you need to try to understand where to maximize what and where you need to strengthen something in order to get more benefits, rather than, you know, basically the balance out the outcome and income, that thing over there. And sometimes you might not have enough money, but you still have enough time to get that money. So each game is played over the course of 3 years, and you have 4 seasons in each year. And some seasons are interesting because, like, there's a spring and autumn where you can use your farm if you build a farm. And in winter, only after 4 basically full rounds of game, you will pay the expenses, you will pay the salary to various workers and so on and blah blah. But the more you get, especially with those second phase workers where you brew beer, or you advance your technology, or you build more rooms into your factory, with those workers, these workers are extremely expensive. The first one costs, how much did it cost? $2. The third one $3, and the second one $3, and the third one $4. The thing is that your income wouldn't be as like if your expenses are like at least $10, it's already a lot in this game, at least. And if you get your expenses to $12 or $15, it's a ton of money you need to get, because each batch of beer you sell gives you only $2. And in order to sell the beer, you need to do those actions. Like there's a brew, and the brew action is basically you brew the beer, and then next time you do this action again, you will need to get it into bottling, and then next time you do this action again, you sell it. So that's the initial thing. But if you upgrade, you can do 2 beers at a time, and eventually you can do 3 beers at a time, and you can get the brew pub where you can sell more frequently. I mean, the brew pub is a thing that skips the bottling, the bottling phase of that brewing thing over there. And it's very tight, because you're thinking, where should I send the workers in order to get the maximum of this turn right now. Sometimes you need to abandon your plans and go with other plans because somebody has taken the spot you wanted. Or let's say eventually realize that, like, at first I saw with some players that I played with, that there is that thing that you want to brew the beer because you feel like, oh, I'm gonna brew the beer all the time, and you get the resources. But if you will not upgrade, okay, if you will not upgrade, you will not have that great expenses. But if you will not upgrade, eventually you will be out of the game, because you are brewing 1 beer at a time, but the others are having more expenses but brewing 2 beers at a time, and eventually getting more points, because you need to think of it as it's a crunchy Euro game. It's all about points, it's not about the money. The money is a helping point in order not to get into loans, and the loans are minus points. So you need to maximize that. I really like the whole idea of that. I like the board, laboratory board. Laboratory board, basically your technology. And I realized like mid game how great it is. And I started investing it, but I didn't really realize how great it is. But when I got all those bonuses from the extra technology, from the the annual winter and breakthrough and everything like that, as I started getting more and more of those bonuses from there, I started worrying less about the resources I need to get and the other things I need to get. So for example, all those different things give you either extra free action or extra resources. So if I wouldn't take this spot in the markets and somebody else took it, and I was like, at first I would be like, oh crap, I really needed that spot because I needed those resources. Then now, as I have advanced my technology, I can basically not worry about that particular spot I can go to the other spot because I can get the mix of those basic ingredients, basic resources during this thing, thanks to that technology, which is really cool. So you can, the more you get, the more you advance, the more you can customize how you go through those different processes and how you can maximize your turns. Yes, you will pay more, but you will gain even more. I think that's the opinion, and you get more games. So this game is about, you start really small, really slow, and then eventually you build up your engine, which I really like. I like engine building games a ton. Now this game is just very tight. I'm not into extremely tight games, so sometimes when I play a game, after that I feel like, oh my god, my brain is hurting, Then I feel like it's probably not completely the game for me. And I'm really good at these kinds of games. And that's the thing. Once I get into the game, I really think about the different possibilities. I try to find a way out. I can strategize. But eventually, after I've played the game, I put this game into the box and then I think about it, and then I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it again. I had a great experience, but I don't know if I want to play it again. I don't know what's about some of these games, especially the Crunchy Hero games, because probably it feels like hard work. I had great fun, but I don't really want to go through that again, because the process is great, but I want to have when I finish the game, I want to have this moment of the next day or the day after. I'm still going to think about the game and think about, oh, really want to play this again. Oh, that was really fun, With this game, I really enjoyed the process. But then I was like, I don't know really if it's fun or if I want to play the game. So I tried to think objectively about, so I can talk to you about the game during first impressions. But yeah, I really like the whole aspect of the game. I would definitely recommend this kind of game. The theme comes through, and you have those different recipes. You have great replayability because not all the recipes will come out each game, and you can customize however you want. And there are so many different components on the table, and not all of them are used each round, and then you can customize, you can make it more advanced and so on if you want to get even more game and get cooler abilities. There's so much great stuff in the game, but it's just too crunchy for me. It's just something that I would rather not play. So that's Brew Crafters, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we see you in another video. Bye bye. This channel is sponsored by Osprey Games. Check them out at ospreypublishing.com.